Great practical joke, Jim. Got me go to the annex. No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It feels just like last year when we were doing the same thing with the Mario movie. So the trailer for the new Garfield movie came out today. And it's... okay? Garfield hasn't had the best luck when it comes to movies, whether that being the Nightmare Fuel live-action Garfield movies or Garfield Gets Real. But the animation here looks really good, and considering that's Sony who's making this movie, that's quite an amazing feat. I know it's not actually Sony who's doing the animation, but they are making the movie, so they're kind of responsible. But the first third of this trailer is basically showing us an origin story on how John met Garfield. But the other 2/3 of this trailer...
and that's how I adopted John.
Isn't that good? Yep, they have Chris Pratt voicing Garfield in this thing. And once again, he's voicing himself. This is the exact same thing that we had to deal with the Mario movie. Chris Pratt ruining it by voicing himself. By not exactly saying that Chris Pratt sounds bad as Garfield. In fact, I think he voices Garfield better than Mario.
I apologize in advance. The eating you're about to see will not be pretty. And if you have young children, this would be a good time for them to leave the room.
But it's not just Chris Pratt that's getting roped into us. We also have Samuel L. Jackson as new character Vic, aka Garfield's dad. I'm sorry, but what is this movie doing to Garfield? Not only give him an origin story, but also introduce his dad. This is a point that I'll give to a live-action Garfield movie, where it didn't have to rope in all this origin stuff. And another thing I'll give to this movie is that this is probably the best that John has ever looked in any Garfield movie. That's not really saying much since there's 2 other John designs for the Garfield movies, but this looks absolutely the best that John has ever looked. And once again, I have to give the animation credit, since it looks really good for a movie like this. But again, I think the thing that ruins this movie is Chris Pratt. I mean, just take a look at how he voices Garfield being in pain.
No, ow, it's so hot. Ow, it's really hurting. Ow, ow, ow.
I mean, he's not giving any emotion at all. He's just saying, ow. But anyways, this movie is set to release on May 24th, 2024. Yeah, next year. And that's saying something, since 2024 is already jam-packed with a bunch of other movies, like the Sonic movie 3 and Inside Out 2. So with Garfield competing with movies like that, I just don't see a chance where it will be better than any of those other movies. And to make this 10 times worse, the trailer ends with a contest where your cat or dog can be in the movie. I get it's a cool little way to have your pet in the movie, but seriously? Why do you have to put it at the end of the trailer?
Meow.
But still, I'm very hyped for this movie. In fact, it might be one of my favorite movies in 2024 to come out. Anyways, that's all I had to say about this movie trailer. I just wanted to make a short video talk about the trailer and why Chris Pratt is gonna be awful in this movie.